What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I have all of my Lego Star Wars Starfighters and Jedi Interceptors here. Yeah, these are some of my favorite parts of my collection. I love Jedi vehicles in general. So I usually keep them up there on that shelf with the A-Wing and the Snowfighter, or the Snowspeeder. But because I just built Jedi Bob Starfighter here, I decided to take them down, dust them off, and then I'm gonna find a way to try to get them all up there. It's gonna be, I'm gonna have to fit a lot in there, but I'm gonna find a way to make it work. But yeah, here they are, and because I had them all down like this, I thought they looked really cool together, and I wanted to just go ahead and kind of just, show them individually and compare the difference between them, because I don't have every Starfighter that Lego's made by any, margin, but the ones I do have are very diverse. I have a very diverse selection, I guess. So yeah, starting off with this one, this was my first one I got, and I got this way back in, I think, 2016. This is obviously Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter from the 2003 Clone Wars. There he is, right there. That figure is actually a relatively rare figure. He hasn't came out in a while. He came out in a gunship, and this set, obviously, it's Attack of the Clones Anakin. In this case, it's the 2003 Anakin. And I did go ahead and give him another lightsaber and a little cape just as extra. But he came out, and then this figure is the only, live action-esque Ventress ever made, because the other ones are Clone Wars. So she's also relatively expensive. And then it came with just a random red Jedi or droid. And there is a reasoning behind why it's not R2. I just forget why. But yeah, really, really cool ship. And I did get this at Break Universe. And whenever I got it the same time as I got Obi-Wan's Jedi Interceptor. And I'm very, very glad that I got this. I believe I got it for 40 bucks, which I think was the retail at the time. But since then, it has grown to be one of the most rare and expensive Starfighters Lego has ever made, because of its unique design and just the fact that it's the only 2003 Lego Star Wars set ever made from the 2003 Clone Wars. And yeah, really cool design as well. Just a very, very neat design. And I have done some research about this ship and kind of why Anakin, why did he even customize it and everything like that. Obviously, Anakin was the best pilot of his day, and because of that, he loved flying his Starfighter, and he wanted to make it better, because as you know, he was really good with engineering and stuff, making things, fiddling around, he made a whole droid, that being C-3PO, he's just good at that kind of stuff. So he took the base Delta 17, I believe they're called, it's a Delta something, but he took the base Starfighter that they gave him and basically just completely enhanced it, giving it these two engines in the front here, also these extra upward wings right there, just all added to make it a lot quicker. Basically, his Starfighter, because it was customized, went a lot quicker than other Starfighters. Another thing that's different about this one is it has these 3 black fins on it, which I believe were also customized by Anakin. Just a really overall cool design, and it's really cool knowing that he completely customized this to make it the most efficient Starfighter in the galaxy, which is really cool. I also do really love the color scheme, that being the blue and white stripes. A lot of people think that he stole Plo Koon's Starfighter, because Plo Koon's is also the blue and white stripe. I do have his 3.751 there, and that's also Anakin's. Whenever you think of the Starfighter, you think of the yellow one, which I have right here, and people do wonder why he had a blue one. I believe it was just his in-between, at the beginning of the Clone Wars, he was given this one, because in the 2008 Clone Wars, which is a little bit down the line, we do see him with his signature yellow. Starfighter, which he also did customize to make yellow as a callback to his early pod racing days whenever he rode the yellow and blue pod racer there. But anyways, I do really just love this ship, this Starfighter. And nowadays, I mean, like, I just saw this thing sealed at Toy Kingdom for 250 bucks, which I do think is way too overpriced, but I mean, it just shows it's an expensive model now, and I'm very thankful I was able to get it at the time. Taking a look at this one, obviously I just mentioned about it, but this is the 2008 Clone Wars Anakin Starfighter. Very cool model as well. You know, they've done multiple different takes on this version of a Starfighter. This is the one from 2018. I did not get it whenever it released, although I do remember seeing it on shelves, and I ended up buying it in 2020, and at the time it was about 30 bucks. It retailed for 20. It went for about 30 bucks at the time, and I got it on eBay, and the first time that I bought it on eBay, I actually got scammed. The guy said it was complete, and then it came and it was not complete at all. So then I had to rebuy it. I think I got it for like 30 bucks again, and I was able to get it, you know, complete. And I do really like this model, but as you can see, compared to his custom model, this one's smaller, but that would be expected because he does not have the front engines and the extra wings and, you know, everything else. It's just more of a sleek model. Here's the minifigure that it comes with, a live action take on the Clone Wars Anakin with his headpiece there to indicate that he is cockpitting the ship. But yeah, I do really love his color scheme of the yellow and gray. I do love the color yellow. There's R2 in the front there, and it kind of builds up its way into the cockpit up here, and the fin in the back. Also, I don't think I showed the cockpit on this one, but there it is. Very, very simple. He does have a pair of binoculars in the back there. But yeah, Republic insignia and everything. You know, very small model, very efficient model, and it's one that I like. It's one I'm really happy with, and I'm glad that I was able to pick it up. I'm not sure how much this goes for now. It's been about 4 years since I've checked the pricing on this thing, but I would assume it's not too expensive, because nothing's really too exclusive in it. So yeah, great model though. I just got done finishing this, or building this one today. This is the iconic Jedi Bob Starfighter, which I feel like takes a lot of inspiration off of Anakin's custom Starfighter. But the biggest thing I noticed when comparing this one to the other ones is the height. This one is short, like, they're all kind of the same height. This one is lower. Like, if I look down like this, as you can see, Obi-Wan's is taller, Anakin's is taller. Jedi Bob's is shorter, not by a whole lot, but it definitely is shorter. But it's also wider. So, as you can see, looking at Jedi Bob's compared to Obi's and Anakin's, it's a wider model, but it also is more fluent, I feel like. As you can see, the triangle, the red triangle kind of comes to a point and it just seems very smooth, whereas there are gaps in Anakin's here. But Anakin's is not as bad as Obi-Wan's with the gaps, because in the back, they kind of built up the cockpit more, whereas Obi-Wan's, they just use stickers instead on the side, which looks good from the side, but whenever you look at it forward or, you know, any way other than the side, you see these massive gaps going all the way down and back, which is, you know, I didn't think it was that bad the first time I built this set and I had it, but looking at it now compared to these ones all together, it really looks bad. That is crazy how much of a gap that is. But anyways, just a really efficient, fluent model, and it's really cool to get something that didn't even exist until LEGO literally created it. Obviously, the minifigures being Jedi Bob, Akbar Trooper, and Servo. So it does come with 3 minifigures, the most out of any set here. But it also did cost the same as Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. Oh, actually, I guess I forgot Anakin's Jedi Starfighter does come with a droid there, so. I mean, technically, if you think about it, $40. I mean, I don't think that's bad. And this came out like years ago, almost 10 years ago at this point. And with inflation, this being $40, I do not think is overpriced. But yeah, great set. And then obviously, I believe this came out in 2022. I could be wrong, could have been 23, but we have Obi-Wan Starfighter, which the big highlight for this set was that it was the first time we got a Kaminoan in Lego with Tan Wee here. Beautiful minifigure, and she's very special because Tan Wee was one of my grandma's favorite Star Wars characters. She liked Tan Wee and she liked Jar Jar Binks. So really cool to get her with that new mold and everything. And then we have R4P17, his droid, which he always has a really cool droid. So yeah, I did talk about the gapping issue on this model. It's very prevalent, and like I said, you don't notice it until you compare, but very prevalent gap there. One thing that they did do to fix that on Jedi Bob Starfighter is on the underbelly, they put those little, you can kind of see it right there, they put the piece that has the little ridge to kind of close that gap, and they totally could have done that with this one. Honestly, I could try to do that myself, like just find, you know, 4 of those pieces and put it under there just to cover that gap up. I might actually try doing that and just see how that kind of turns out. I also did end up with 2 of these because my dad bought me this set for my birthday because he didn't know I already had it. So I did keep it sealed, which I think would be a good investment just because of this exclusive Tan Wee. And then also, I forgot to take out Obi-Wan, but he is a great minifigure. Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan, as you can see, with that iconic Obi-Wan hairpiece. And his outfit is really cool, actually. It's a Jedi robe that has a robe over it. So that is a very cool figure. But yeah, another thing is that this set does not have a place to store R4. Which, you know, it is what it is. But it does have something unique, which is this little security panel there. And actually, you can put R4's head right there, which actually, you know what, I might do that. I might put awful, that's what he says. I might put his head there because I've never done that before, but that is just a difference. And you know, it just comes down to personal preference. If you like having the droid in the middle, you don't get that with this one, but if you think it's cool to have on the side there, then you get it with this one. This one also has a lot of stickers, and the front is very flat compared to these ones. I mean, that one's flat, but it's more wide. That one has a bump, and that one also has a bump. This is just flat as a pancake. And then stickers on the side. The stickering looks great. I do like the hint of neon green, and then there's the back. So, great set. $30, I think. $30 for that one. Not bad. And then also, because I thought, why not? I'm going to show my interceptors here. I have Obi-Wan's and Anakin's. Anakin's came out in 2020 for like 20 bucks, I believe. Very good set. I mean, obviously it looks great with his Starfighter because it's the same color scheme, except this one has more of a light gray. Yeah, here it is. The cockpit piece looks great. The cool thing about this cockpit piece is it's actually the same piece that they used for the gunship bubble turrets, or bubble cockpits there, which is crazy, because that's a UCS set. But yeah, the thing that they did with the Astromechs here is they were able to actually just make a little hut there, cave for them to sit in, which is kind of cool. And then the wings can pop out. Sorry, this is not a very good way to be holding this to show it. There we go. Yeah, so that's what they did there. Some stickers there, like the little Republic stickers, but I think they're there to make the ship look better, which is really cool. The little interior. Overall, a great model, and I really do love this set. And the figure this one came with, because that's built based off of Revenge of the Sith. We have a Revenge of the Sith Anakin there with his headpiece as well. And again, I talk about this all the time, but why the crap are we giving a Clone Wars hairpiece to a live-action Anakin? That makes no sense. Anakin's hair did not look like this in the movies. It works perfect for this set, but not this one. So next year, Lego, please, please, please. I'm Sabrina Carpenter now. Please make a new hairpiece for this minifigure. But anyways, great set. And this one came out a couple years before that one. Obi-Wan's. I think this one might be a little bit more expensive just because it's harder to get. You know, it came out a while ago. But there are just slight, subtle differences. like the sticker is in the back. Here, there's a bigger sticker more towards the front of the model there. Now that I'm looking at it, I think Anakin's is kind of more well built, more well put together. You don't really get as much on the wings in this one. I mean, you do get more detail with the stickers, but yeah, and just another great model. The inside's also a little bit different. It looks like that on the inside. Anakin's has like a brown seat. And R4P17 as well. So, two very good models that I'm really happy to own. And then this is the minifigure. Now, this one is very cool because it's a way to get Obi-Wan with just, plain robes. That is one thing that was a complaint with this guy, is that his robe has the, like, molten lava, tattered upness of like the duel on Mustafar Anakin should have. They did not just give him a clean robe. They did that with this Obi-Wan, so it's a cool way to get a clean robed Obi-Wan. Yeah, just a great minifigure. I always did think that the hair piece that they used for Obi-Wan was a little office-like, a little bit like he's clocking in to do some taxes for people. They're very comb-over-y, which I'm not saying Obi-Wan did not have that, but I just feel like they could make a little bit of a better hairpiece. But it's not horrible. But yeah, that's basically my overview of these sets. Just a way to compare them. Another thing I love about them is just the colors. They're so colorful, and I do really love that about them. Also, one thing I will say, Jedi Bob Starfighter does have a tinted cockpit piece. If you look at them, Obi-Wan's is clear. Like, that is a clear cockpit piece. You see right through it. This one is dark and tinted. This one has a little bit of a tint, but is relatively clear. And same thing with that one. So that is interesting how they did that with these Starfighters. But yeah, I love them, and I really want LEGO to make more Starfighters. Actually, there has been a leak or a rumor, I don't know if it's a leak or a rumor or both, but January 1st, we will be getting Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, which would be really, really cool. I could, like, put it in the middle there, have Ahsoka's Interceptor, because, I mean, like I said, I love Interceptors, I love Jedi Starfighters. So to get Ahsoka's would be really cool. She has a pretty cool color scheme. I do have her 3.75-inch one right in the middle there with her little star. That would be really cool if they made that in LEGO, but I do feel like it would be a little bit hard to get that star design down. But either way, guys, I love them. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.